want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong?
Right, that's how it is.
Which side are you at? This side?
This side.
We have deployed the table in a car park in Pickering.
Deployed.
The Capplemans in Pickering. So we thought we'd swing by because it's quite well rated on Google. It's a strange shop.
It's a very strange.
It's like a
cafe with a friary back.
Yeah, and like the takeaway is kind of not integrated.
No, you
into
have to queue up and then take a seat
Yeah.
in a different area and then wait for your food to be brought to you. Bit bizarre, but we're here for these fish and chips. What you had first?
It was a bit of batter.
I like thick end of fish. Oh, it's quite soggy underneath. It's lost most of its batter. I'm gonna have a look at that. You can get in there. A little bit wet.
Yeah. Fish is very wet, isn't it? That?
Overcooked.
It's got a little bit dry, mate.
A little bit overcooked. Seems weird, but you can overcook a fish and still have it a little bit soggy off batter bottom.
It just depends how thick your batter is.
Is how much oil penetrated in.
It's a really thin batter, but it's really quite oily, isn't it?
And fried in beef dripping.
That chip's cooked straight through. There's not a lot of flavour to that chip. It's not bad.
Oh, hot. Very hot. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I was going to warn you, then I thought, I better know. They're alright, but there's not much to them, is there? No flavour in them.
Quite crispy.
We've not had good coastal peas, have we?
No. Fingers crossed.
They're the ones. Seasoned, cooked.
They're the ones. Wow,
Now,
finally.
do you see what I mean when I
Yeah.
say they should be well seasoned? There's a little bit of sugar in there. There's some salt.
That's just some peas in there
There's
as
some
well.
peas. They've not been pureed.
Yeah.
I'm dripping it everywhere. That's
That's a good pea.
a pot of peas that you can.
Yeah, well done on your peas. It does compliment.
Now that's more like it.
It's not fished, it feels like it's overcooked.
It's been a little bit too long, sad to say.
Quite dry. I know the back was soggy underneath.
That just means it's got oil. It's been
Yeah.
sat in oil.
Yeah, what do you think? Back.
It's nice, it's pleasant.
Quite a nice batter.
Yeah, it's crispy, it's light, but it's holding a lot of oil. When you chew it, you just get quite a bit of oil in your mouth, which is not the best. All in all, much better.
Shame about fish.
Yeah, the fish is laid down.
Chips
a
are
bit.
much of a muchness.
They're okay. They're okay, and that's about it. We just need to get the peas married up with a decent
Yeah.
chip shop.
Best peas.
So we went to Pickering.
Oh, Ronnie Pickering!
The viral man.
Ronnie Pickering!
That's it. We went to Pickering. The shop called Capplemans. Another quirky shop. It was a bit odd. It's nice, but it was odd, and then there was nowhere to eat it privately, was there? So we ended up in what could be a very good dogging site. Alleyway snicket. It was bizarre, wasn't it? Yeah. We managed to get somewhere we could quietly, because we couldn't review it at the side of the road, 'cause you couldn't hear a damn thing.
No.
Just explains the location.
Yeah, the location. Yeah, and it's not a doggy side.
I'm sure it's not.
So anyway, what it were, you went in and the staff member took your order from a little booth, if you like.
Yeah.
A little area. The fryers were right in the back. I had a wonder. I wanted to have a look. So I'd like to have a look, see what's going on. I like the fire. There were lots of people working at the back of the range there. And this lady just says, or one of the staff says, "Can I help you? Can I help you?"
Where are you going?
Yeah, where you going? It's like, just having a look.
I wonder.
What's happening here at the back of the... Oh, okay. Not very pleasant, but like yourself, I like to look and watch.
I was nosy. I always have
Yeah.
a nosy at things.
Yeah.
I like to see how people do things.
Yeah. So
You
now-
never know what you might learn.
There were a little waiting area, weren't there?
Yeah.
And the little waiting area of people that ordered takeaways, and then the lady would go and pick the food up from back at restaurant and walk to front and give you your food. Just a different setup.
Yeah.
It clearly works for them, but obviously I don't know how it worked that. Yeah.
I find it quite odd. It was like a cafe
Yeah, with the front,
in front with a
range at the back.
takeaway.
A lovely restaurant upstairs.
Did you get upstairs?
No, it's just what camera lady Chloe says.
She managed to get there.
Yeah.
So the story, yeah.
Yeah.
Fish. I gave it sadly a 3. The fish was really nice quality. The back was thin and crispy, but it was really holding on to the oil. I don't know what they've used, but the fish was overcooked for me. It was starting to dry out.
Yeah.
It did end up, when you were eating it, be quite dry.
Totally agree. I've given them a 3 as well. We're overcooked. Again, left in fryer a little bit too long. Sadly, the quality of the fish, you could see a nice piece of fish, but sadly just overcooked.
When you bit into it, you got a mouthful of oil, and I just...
Yeah, it could have been cooked at a lower temperature than it should be, so the oil was ingressed into the batter. I couldn't put my finger on it.
The chips, I thought they were really bland and tasteless. They were nicely cooked. They had a good colour. I gave them a 3 for the chips.
I think that's a fair assessment. I gave them a 3 as well. Again, the chips were bland. not much taste. We put salt and vinegar on. That even didn't bring the taste out. Just a bland chip. It may be a different potato.
So, peas. Now then.
Now then,
I was
peas.
very, very happy frying.
Yes.
Not at all grumpy with this one. I give them a 5. They were superb. They were spot on colour. The temperature was perfect. They were well seasoned. They had some sweetness.
Yeah,
they were
peas
5.
were lovely.
Every day that was a cracking pot of peas.
Yeah, I've marked them as 5 as well. I believe the peas were cooked to perfection. There were actually peas in it, just enough seasoning for me. Very good colour. The colour was perfect, what I'd certainly expect.
And finally, the vibe. That's good before, actually, because I didn't get told to.
Yeah.
Where were you going?
Yeah.
I didn't get quizzed.
Where are you going?
But I thought it was efficient. I thought it was pleasant. I thought they were very welcoming. They knew what they were doing. So I thought it was really good. If I could make one recommendation, use the order numbers that's on the till, because the cook could be saying, "It's yours, fish chips and peas." Oh, that's mine. So the woman said, "No, it's mine." There was
Is
So,
the peas?
there's a peas.
100%.
Where's my peas? It's not your order. Yeah, give them an order number.
Yeah, totally agree.
And then it just cuts down all that confusion. God knows how many people walk out with the wrong order. So we have order numbers and people still walk out with the wrong order.
They do. We have the same. Obviously, we've got an ordering system.
So I thought it was that bit was a bit dysfunctional.
I've scored them a 2, obviously, for being shouted out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think for me,
decision.
I think for me, it was. She was quite rude as, "Can I help you? What you doing?" It was a little bit.
It was a little
made me feel comfortable. All we're going to do, we'll walk and have a look, see what's going off at back.
Yeah.
And that's as good as it got for me. I didn't like the setup. Obviously, I didn't notice if the kitchen were clean because I wasn't allowed to go near it. So, yeah, it would have been nice to have a little look. Again, a different shop, different setup.
But it's nice that we're seeing these quirky.
100%.
Whether they work or not is another thing, but this is what we're doing, isn't it? Trying to find
Been there a long time, so it must be
Yeah.
working for them. Obviously, they've got a really good tourist trade.
unsung heroes, but
Yeah.
to say it was an interesting shop.
Yeah.
I think we had very different experiences with the
With
welcome.
which is,
That we're
you know, even though we attended together,
Yeah.
we both had different
interactions.
interactions. So again, that's how easy it is for someone to have a good experience and a not so good experience. I want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong?